Hello friends, this is Kevin aka K-Man1 coming at you with another episode of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. In the last episode, we took down Octavio in Venice and got Murray back onto the team. And in this episode, you're probably wondering why I'm back on the episode menu, because normally when I'm starting a new episode, I'll just go ahead and jump straight into it. But the reason I want to do that is because I want to point something out. I mentioned there being a mission replay system, but there is also a challenge mode, basically. There are different challenges that you can take in the game, and their basic reward is completion, and I am going to be taking down all of these because they do count towards 100% completion, but I am thinking right now that I am going to be doing them after I beat the majority of the story. I'm going to be waiting until right before the last chapter to start taking down the challenges, is what I'm thinking at the very least. Let me know in the comments below if you feel I should do something different. I can start putting the episodes in a different order, probably after the second chapter, but for right now, that is what I'm planning. So yeah, let me know if you feel very strongly about it one way or another. But anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into the new episode.
At first, it seemed just like old times. The gang was back in action. But little by little, we learned that Murray's heart just wasn't in it. Without the Guru's permission to give up on his Dreamtime training, he'd never really feel comfortable returning to the gang. We knew we needed to help him out. So, we packed up our things, whipped up some quick disguises, and headed for the Australian outback. Along the way, Murray told us story after story about his teacher's amazing abilities. Apparently, this guru of his was capable of fantastic feats. He used the Dreamtime to blend perfectly into his surroundings, and even gain mental control over the weak-minded. If even half the stories were true, then this was a guy I just had to meet. Our gang needed to grow its ranks for a chance to get inside the Cooper Vault. And this guru, this outback mystic, was looking like the best recruit we could have ever asked for. However, when we finally arrived in the outback, it was a shock to find that things had changed. And the guru was nowhere to be seen.
Alright, I've already done the intro for this episode, so I guess the next thing that I want to talk about, just sort of housekeeping type stuff, is expect about half an hour after this upload goes live to get a bonus video of all the hazard rooms, because after this episode all of them are going to be available to us, so I'm just going to go ahead and release that video. So yeah, it's going to be a bonus video on the same day as this. So it's not going to be like delaying the actual story progression another day or anything like that. So yeah. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I'm going to be doing the hazard room later off screen, instead of interrupting right now. So yeah, let's just go ahead and play as Sly.
Riders have really tore this place
So
up
it's
for
the search for the guru.
Yeah, they're sure to get rough defending their claim.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pickpocket this guy because I can, and since it is the second I just alerted this guy, didn't I? And I did, because I'm bad. But it's okay, because we can run away. Problem solved.
My master spends most of his time up there in that cave, overlooking the valley and contemplating the depths of Deepness. I really appreciate you breaking the news to him that I want to break off my training.
No problem, pal. I'm looking forward to meeting him. Anybody you call master must be a heck of a guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He'll get inside your head and freak you out 6 ways from Sunday.
Awesome.
Yes, we are on the search for Murray's old master because he has gone missing in the wake of all these miners. So now we're going to have a little bit of a platforming challenge, and there really isn't that much to this. This is a really, really easy platforming segment. So we search the cave and...
Sorry, pal. This cave's empty. Got any other ideas where he might be?
Well, that's his hut. But he doesn't really hang out there on account of the smell.
The smell?
It's a long story. I had to apologize up and down for like a month before he'd speak to me again.
What did you do?
The unspeakable, Sly. The unspeakable.
Well, thanks for speaking of it. I'm headed for the hut.
Alright, well, it's like they say, whenever they aren't in the first place you think to look in another place. No one actually says that. That's a pretty terrible expression. It's not catchy at all. But that is what we're going to be doing. Because that's what good people... Excuse me, jumping mechanics. But, yes, we are going to be searching the hut wherein Murray did the unspeakable.
This place
What could
is
that
packed
possibly
with
mean?
wolves.
Well,
The miners must use them to haul up their drills.
I'm
Looks
not
like
going to
you're
say it if you
to get
can't
some
already
rock
figure it
climbing
out.
practice.
So, yeah. But we are almost at our destination, so let's just jump off this rope and see if he's here.
Sorry, Murray. Nobody's home. And by the looks of it, I'd say the guru was fighting someone or something off here. I'm starting to think the miners might have got to him.
You might be right. They'd come in and be all angry and yelling, and he'd be all peaceful, and they'd just get ticked. Then he'd try to find a middle way, and they'd just go crazy and smash everything up, and then haul him off.
Where do you think they might have taken him?
They got him! My master's a goner!
Maybe we should get Bentley on the line.
It's tough to say, but given the layout of the miners' camp, I'd venture a guess that they use that area with a high fence as a makeshift stockade.
Looks like there might be a way up using that cliff below. Shouldn't be a problem.
Just keep an eye out for that gyrocopter. I'm positive it's what gave away the guru's position.
Good tip. Thanks, pal.
Alright, so it's like they always say, when they aren't in the first two places you look, check a third place. Yeah, I already made that joke, I'm sorry. I'm not going to make that joke ever again, hopefully, unless I forget, in which case I will. But anyways, pickpocketing this guy, and wow, a gold ring. Mining really does pay well. Wow. Color me surprised. I'm gonna just kill that kangaroo guy.
These miners have
And
no respect
move
for the
on
Aboriginal sacred sites.
to
They're drilling into
the
everything.
platforming.
Ayers Rock, Kings Canyon,
And
Wake
there
Rock,
honestly really isn't much to it,
cultural
it's just
insensitivity
wall
and
hooks
sickening.
and sky hooks and sky mall. Not sky mall. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah.
You must be the guru. I'm a good friend of Murray's. He's come asking to be released from his training. Sure, I'll just bust you out of here and we'll go talk to him. You seriously won't leave without your gear? Yeah, I can see that the miners have really done a number on your land here. As for your walking staff and moonstone, me and my gang have a real talent for stealing back things that were wrongfully taken.
The guru won't leave the stockade until he has his walking staff and his moonstone. He also insists that we purify Ayers Rock of all miners. Only then will the Dreamtime spirits be appeased, and the guru will be free to use his powers. Sly must have impressed him in their conversation, because now he is requesting that Murray and I meet with him individually. Something about judging our spiritual centers. I've discovered a passage through one of the miners' caves that should make getting up to the guru less difficult. He also mentioned that the miners had foolishly unearthed the Mask of Dark Earth, I guess it was his job to guard the thing, and now that it's out, bad things are sure to follow. Sounds like mumbo-jumbo to me, but we've encountered some unexplainable phenomena over the years, so I'm not gonna rule it out as a threat to our operation.
Attention criminals! You're traveling at an unsafe and illegal speed. Stop your engines and prepare to be boarded. Cooperate now and we'll go easier on you. Resist, and I'll personally make sure none of you see sunlight from here. I repeat, stop your engines or we will be forced to subdue you. We've been authorized to use lethal force. You hear that, Cooper? Lethal force!
That Carmelita, what a sweet talker.